Welcome back. So, what happened today exactly? We had the press conference. Was it good? Not so good? The US market went up, finished higher, but Bitcoin did not. So, what is going on? Let's take a look. First things first, this is what Bitcoin looks like right now. I mean, it didn't go down, but it didn't go up either. Earlier today, Bitcoin went up all the way to 94,000 again. Okay, this was during the press conference after the release of the before, what do you call it? The news that there was going to be a cut. Bitcoin started going higher, and then Powell had his press conference. And it was still holding. And then afterwards, it just kept going down and down. So, I mean, we didn't lose, but we didn't gain either. And so that's where everything is. I think we're still a little bit higher than yesterday. But this is surprising considering if you look at the US market, closed pretty green, right? It wasn't red. And this is a surprise also because normally after FOMC meeting, you do have red. So at the very least, we didn't go down. We didn't go up either. So what was said, well, we did get that cut. That was released. Okay, and that makes the third cut of this year, which is actually one more than originally anticipated. Powell earlier this year said there will be two cuts. And then obviously, we added one. And it was a 9-3 vote, meaning that it was split. Of course, Stephen Moran, the newest governor, still voted for a 50 basis point cut, but there were many that actually said, no, we should not cut at all. And according to Powell, he's like, let's wait and see. He wasn't hawkish. He wasn't dovish. He says, we have enough data. We're going to wait and see and just go from there. Okay, because we do have another FOMC meeting end of January. So basically what he wants is like, okay, all the delayed data, the ones that didn't come out for October, waiting for that to come out, or maybe we just skip it and go straight to November. I don't know. But basically right now, they're talking about how there will only be one cut in 2026 and one cut in 2027. That's not what anyone wants to hear. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. So, obviously, a lot of people were waiting for more dovish news, me in particular. But keep in mind, I think Wall Street's also keeping in mind that Powell's not going to be around for all of 2026. Okay, so even though he may have set the tone like, okay, we have to wait and see, but overall, we're anticipating just one rate cut. Whoever Trump, puts in is not going to have that stance, right? And there may be others that are put in. Who knows? So that's the bottom line. Trump today said Fed could have at least doubled the cut, meaning 50 basis point. I think we all would have preferred that, but there's, there was basically no chance of that. It was very, very, very hard for that to happen. So if you're looking at January now, okay, January 28th, percentage didn't change. I was surprised. I thought that might have gone down, but it stayed pretty much the same 22%. Again, I think Wall Street is being a little more careful, not as panicky as before because they realize Powell will be replaced and quantitative easing has started, right? And Powell did say that, hey, we need to wait and see, right? So if the job numbers start coming out, if the October ones ever get released and then November shows that it's not good, then obviously this percentage goes up and they have to cut. Because even though inflation may be higher, saving jobs is priority number one, right? So right now we do have quantitative easing because earlier today, the Fed said they're purchasing $40 billion worth of treasury bills. Can you believe that? The Fed is buying IOUs. Like, I don't know how that makes sense that the Fed can buy IOUs from the Treasury, even though neither one really has any money. It's all borrowed money. I don't know how that works, but it does. And they're calling it reserve management. They say it's temporary. It's not quantitative easing, but it really is. It really is. Why are they buying it? Because there's lack of demand. Okay, that's why. And also the Fed buys junk bonds for companies too that they want to save. So quantitative easing is definitely happening, okay? And where are they getting the money from? They're getting it from other IOUs or they're printing money. Regardless, it is happening. Okay, so this is going to be good for markets, which is why I think today the US market was up, but not quite sure why Bitcoin and crypto still, they're both suppressed. Not sure why it still is. We do have the world's smartest man saying that he believes Bitcoin will reclaim 100K in 7 days. I think that's a very, very possible scenario. There's no reason why every single metric that we have shows Bitcoin being oversold, that we are going to reverse. I mean, there's so many things that I show daily that shows that, yeah, fear level as low as crypto winters, oversold levels as low as crypto winters. Like, there's so many levels. So for us to bounce back in a big way definitely could happen within the next 7 days. And 100K is just 100K. We still have 26K more to go to get back to our previous high, but it definitely can happen. So to sum up, the FOMC meeting wasn't good, wasn't bad. It was as expected. We got that rate cut. Powell said that we just have to wait and see for data to make a determination on January. But he does say that there will be one cut in January, whether it comes in January or one cut in 2026. So whether that's in January or March or whatever, who knows? It really depends on the data that comes out, right? Ultimately, I still feel like we are being suppressed. For some reason, we are being suppressed. We have a lot of banks that are coming in. We have a lot of asset managers coming in. And it does feel like there's something going on, right? So bottom line is, let's see what happens tomorrow, whether Wall Street changes his mind about what was said today. We still have a few weeks left of this year, but I do maintain that we will continue forward in 2026, and that is when we make our big recovery back up and form a new high. Whether we will get back to 100K in 7 days, I think it's a real possibility, but I'm just not quite sure where to put my finger on why certain individuals or groups or entities are holding us back right now. Maybe, again, to drive as many people out as possible before letting the rally come, right? So, anyways, that's it. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Usual time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.